Well, hello. This is my second attempt at reviewing this pan. I just had a first take that I was so good. Oh. So here's a second take. So this is a 2014 AsaChan MonDhra is the scale, made by AsaChan at EchoSoundSculpture. This is the early days. This is the first gen. It's one of about 40 first gen AsaChans that were ever made, and it is also one of the first pans ever made that wasn't a prototype with two bottom notes. It's the only MonDhra in existence that isn't a prototype, according to Valerio. And what is the MonDhra? Well, the MonDhra is a scale that has a lot of the notes of the Hijaz laid out in a different way. It's got a D ding, followed by F sharp, A, B flat, C, D, D sharp, E flat, F sharp, and then we have the G up here, and then we have another A and a D. What that means is that this is this scale actually, if played as a full scale, you can, let me show you where it finds its resolution. Nope. There it is, G. This pan is actually technically a G harmonic minor, depending on what notes you play. If you play playing with all the notes and you're including the C here and the well, in particular the D sharp or E flat, then it puts you in that G. It wants to be resolved with this, or I like to chord it, the D and the G, and give a nice sense of resolution. So one of the, it's an older pan, and it has a number of, it only has a few owners. Maxime Leroy is who it was made for, and he picks it up in 2014. He keeps it most of its life. He sold it to Peter Heidler, who had it for a little while, and then he sold it to Matthew Clavel, who is now getting ready to begin, or is beginning his journey of making hand pans, and use the sale of this to help finance that journey. So thank you, Matthew. I happened to be in the right place at the right time in Switzerland when this came up for sale, and was able to pick it up. And I got to meet Flavio, and I got to meet Valerio, huge part of the ESS EchoSoundSculpture team for years. And of course, Flavio continuing EchoSoundSculptures now. Valerio making his own, Valerio Manon making his own pans down in Thun. So that was an incredible adventure, set of circumstances to come into a relationship with this pan. This pan is remarkable. I would say, like, not just I think the scale is remarkable because it's 7 different tone fields up here. And what that allows for is just a lot of different music, a lot of different variations, and allows to be really creative. The pan is rich in its architecture. I think the ding is just, hopefully you can hear that thudsy, boom, 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 that beautiful, like, deep, solid, ding. The tone fields are such that they're like buttery. Very responsive. It definitely has that Pantam woody ceramic texture. Buttery, solid, very solid. It feels very solid in the lap. There is a loyal following of these because of I think their responsiveness. I think the timbre, the shoulders. The ease of activating the fifths, and I just think that it is that I feel a lot of connection for this pan and some of my early pans in the collection. Especially the SPBs, there's a sense of that pan tammy, ceramic woody, buttery. The voice on this is really easy to activate, and what I mean by that is my father-in-law, he's played all my pans, but he sat down this one and he was instantly like, wow, it is so responsive, and you can play it very delicately, and with that it just allows you like so much control with your playing. You can play it fast and percussively. Also this lovely sustain, so it's just it's not choked. It's really, the notes are open just right for me. The ding activates the octave just to like this beautiful perfect amount. I love having that sympathetic resonance with the octave, or with it could be the it could D, E, F, G, A. It could be, sometimes it'll activate the fifth. I love on this band that it's activating that octave. It just sounds so good. The scale itself is really interesting. It uses a lot of the same notes, if not all the same notes, as a Hijaz, but they're arranged in a different order. And just to give you a sense, like here's what, like Scorpion Bite, for example, I'll just play it in the same sequences, what it sounds like on the MonDhra. So that's a feel for the MonDhra scales. Also, you can start to hear like just part of what I love about this pan is that it can be played so gently and yet it becomes so expressively. It just has a ton of voice, and as you can hear, these are, of course, you can, but even just getting to the edge. There's so much to say about it. Love having the bottom notes. Wow. So I'm so thankful just to be able to take care of this for a little while. I love, there's so many, you know, if you stay away from this D sharp, E flat, you can end up with some of the, I love these, you know, like going from, stay off the F sharp here and use the A and the B flat like you would on a chord combined with the D. But then adding this F sharp up here adds something really to it once you start. Let's say we do a little ping pong that Kabe calls it. Playing it that way, your resolution is in D, because I think they're then in D minor. Wow, I love it. It's just so fun. I love been experimenting with, you know, different Kabe rhythms with it. It's fun to play. Opostos. Anyway, so much fun. Still getting to know it, but blown away by this instrument. And very excited to be able to take care of it for a while. Well, if you're a classic pan enthusiast, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have questions, just throw them in the comment. So much fun. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.